The very first time I saw the mod keyboard lineup from Akko, I just wanted to get my hands on it. This is the MOD68 HE and it comes in a very affordable price tag, and that's not just it. You can customize this keyboard from the keycap color and design all the way to the plate. Let's talk about it. Right off the bat, look at how minimal and straightforward this keyboard is. This is one of the preset colors that this keyboard comes with. I bought this on Akko's official Shopee store, but on their official website, you can actually customize how you want this keyboard to be. The color of the base, the keycaps, wired or dual mode, the switches and the plate material and color, and you can also choose the color of the sides. Of course, the price will depend on the configuration, but what I have here cost only $90 and it can go up to only $114. Honestly, for an aluminum HE keyboard that feels very premium, this is very cheap. And it's actually nice that Akko lets you customize the entirety of the keyboard however you want, and rightly so, because after all, this is your keyboard. This is a 68% keyboard with an ANSI layout. It is very compact, but you still have the arrow keys that can be useful for some games. What I have here though is the white base, and the finish is really good. This is CNC aluminum and you can feel the premium qualities and the superb build quality. The keycaps are cherry profile. On the right are the translucent ones, and it's actually cool. It kind of looks like the keyboard is icing up. The face of the keycaps are frosted and the side is fully clear. Sometimes I have a hard time seeing the characters on these keycaps because of the transparent material, but that's just me. On the left part are the non-translucent ones, the black and gray. Now these are the double shot chair profile keycaps. If you're wondering if the translucent keycaps produce a different sound from the non-translucent ones, well, they don't. They feel and sound very consistent, which is very good. Looking at the side, we have this two-layer design that separates the top and bottom frame. Once again, on Akko's official website, you can choose what color the side will come in. You can also see the screws on the corners that lets you access the side. The edges are very thin, and this also contributes to the compact frame of the keyboard. And of course, we can't forget about the RGB underglow. This keyboard has a very bright south-facing RGB LEDs on the PCB, which makes the underglow really bright, especially on the translucent keycaps. You can customize this using key combinations, or you can use Akko's online driver for this keyboard, and there you can tweak everything. Remap the keys, customize the lighting colors and effects, customize the actuation points, set your DKS, SOCD, ModSap, and CGL keys, and create macros. The online driver is very easy to understand, and everything you need for this keyboard just jumps right at you. Flipping this keyboard over, we have the silicone feet to stabilize the keyboard on your desk, and this branding label that I think Akko wants you to remove because of that small indication on the corner. You know what, I'm just gonna remove it. And because we don't have any flip stands, you are stuck with one typing angle, but in my experience with this keyboard, the default typing angle is great for gaming and typing. On the back part on the left is the USB-C port for charging and wired mode, but if you get the wireless version of this keyboard, the power switch will be underneath the caps lock key. Yep, it may sound like a hassle, and quite frankly it is, but it is very necessary to keep the minimal and seamless design of the base of the keyboard. This has dual mode connectivity, and you can use this keyboard wired straight to your PC, or you can also use the 2.4 GHz wireless dongle to connect it wirelessly. And thank God Akko has decided to remove the Bluetooth connectivity, because honestly Bluetooth is just so unreliable and sluggish for gaming. And this is powered by a whopping 10,000 mAh battery that will last weeks even on constant wireless mode, and with the RGB lights turned on, providing providing uninterrupted performance on extended use. It's also a great battery choice since Hall effect keyboards, when in use, the per key sensors uses a lot of power. This keyboard is just a beast for gaming. 16 kHz of scanning rate that enables that 8000 Hz of polling rate is crazy, and sometimes I think it's just a little overkill. You can also choose what magnetic switches this keyboard will come with. The choices are Akko's AstroLink or the Astro Aim switches. What I have here though are the Astro Aim magnetic switches. The Astro Aim sounds lower and thuggier than the Astro Link, and they feel a little bit more grounded. If you're wondering, this is how they would sound like. And now for the full build with the Astro Aim switches. Now this keyboard is an all-rounder. Yes, we do not have the Bluetooth, but if you're planning on buying this keyboard, you're buying this keyboard because you want a wireless Hall effect gaming keyboard, not a work keyboard. This is also for desk setup enthusiasts because you can fully customize how you want this keyboard to look. From the plate to the keycaps design, you can choose everything in Akko's official software. This is also jam-packed with tons of dampeners inside, eliminating that hollowness sound of aluminum keyboards. All in all, my experience with this keyboard is incredible. The seamless wireless connection, the very beautiful but minimal aesthetics, and the RGB inner glow that ties everything together. If you want a professional looking wireless HE keyboard, this is the way to go.